Hello and welcome. It's a good day to be on the farm. My name is Chuck, and this is Somerset episode 2. In the last episode, I had just started planting this field with canola. Actually, we just started this farm. There's our farmyard over there that we bought with the silo and the couple of sheds and the bale sell point. And then we had started planting here in our McCormick on this field. And let's just take a look at the map. So when I left out the last episode, we were just doing this diagonal section and here and kind of cutting off that corner. So what I kind of did is finished off that section and also came over here and squared off this end. So did that little bit triangle and did a couple of back and forths down here. And this is getting to the point where pretty soon we can just hire a worker to finish off this long straight part of field 15 while we go get some more equipment moved over to the farmyard. And then this all needs rolling, and I want to roll it here in this same day. So we're going to bring a roller, go buy a roller because I don't think we have one, and bring it out here and start rolling it as well. So we're going to get the worker going, then get rolling, and then we will take it back over and finish off the dog leg here by the end of the episode, or at least the end of the day. We'll see how far we get. But so here we are. I'm going to go ahead and get this turned on. And as you can see, I'm doing a pretty good job of keeping the row straight, but also there's this section right here that I missed. So there's like a little bit of a line there, but I'm not going to come back and plant on that because we would be double planting most of the 3 meter width of this. We're just going to do a better job going forward. So tractor's on. We're going to get my mini map up so I can see we're looking for 270 degrees. So right about there, we'll go ahead and lower this and turn that on. And then just get this sort of, if we hold on that 270, we should get a pretty straight plant, or pretty straight row all the way across. And again, it did kind of stair step on me a little bit because I have a little trouble telling where I've been when the ground looks just like this. You can see it. It's darker where we've planted than where we haven't. But again, when you're kind of looking at them, it's a little bit hard to tell. Normally I like to plant into limed soil or fertilized soil where you can, or maybe sometimes a seed bed, so you can definitely see the difference. It makes it a little bit easier. But anyway, so we're kind of over planting a little bit here on the left now, but we're going to kind of straighten that out and get back to our 270 and just see, but that's straightening out our line here on the map, which is good. And we're going to go ahead and just put this on a worker now so that that worker can do the turnaround for us. So now we have hired a farmhand on here. And I think that's what I'm going to typically stick to, is just one hired hand at a time, whether that be planting while we're rolling, or if that's harvesting while we're running the tipper to unload to the silo, or whatever it is. So we're going to have just one farmhand. So here is our farmhand. It does change every time, but you can kind of get a look at him in there. And I don't know. Let's give him a name. So I'm thinking of something like Fred or Ed or Red, maybe even Abed. I don't know. Something along those lines that rhymes apparently. But let me know in the comments below if you guys have a better name for our farmhand. It's going to be helping us out here on the Somerset Farms. Well, while he's going, we're just going to jump out and let Fred there go. We're going to come over here and figure out what we need for a roller. So let's first jump in here and check. Ooh, a Vultra. Like that. This is a nice roller, but this is a grass roller. I'm pretty sure that's a grass roller. And that's only 1.8 meters. That's a tiny little roller too. Let's check our garage and see. I don't think front loader tools. Oh, that's for the bales. That's what that is. Weights, trailers, bale loaders, windrowers. I don't think we have a roller. So let's go up to the shop and find a roller that we can use here. So I've used this one before. Well, not that one. This one, 12 meters is pretty good. 24 meters is insane. We're not gonna do that. 6 meters would probably be about right for the equipment we're using here. 15,000 is a great price. This is that little roller that goes with, you can put it on the front so you roll and then plant or something. But we're not going to mess with that. So I don't know. This one here, 12 meters is probably overkill, but it will make rolling go fast. Or for less than half the price, a 6 meter, and this is 80 horsepower, so it can run on our tiny little tractor. This one is going to be 160 horsepower. Yeah, let's just get the little one. We're working with small equipment so far on this because it seems to be what we've started with, so no reason to get giant equipment to follow up our small. I mean, we've got a 3 meter seeder. This is already going to be twice as fast as the seeding is, so go ahead and get that. And it only requires 80 horsepower, so we're going to go pick that up, and let's see which tractor. No, not which tractor do we want to buy. Which small tractor do we have? We've got the Case, because the McCormick is planting. So our Case is the one that is parked up on that other field, because we were going to start, we'll consider buying it and start cultivating it. But I don't think we're there yet, because I haven't gotten any feedback yet, because we're just posting that first video here in the last 24 hours or so. So I'm waiting for feedback. Hopefully you guys give it to me about whether or not we want to take that field at some point in time. Our large tractor is this Case. We're not ready for that. So we're going to take the small tractor, which is not this giant one, this one right here. And we're going to fire this up. And I'm going to, in faith, this one doesn't need cultivating either. What am I doing? Did this one need cultivated, and now, in the meantime, while we were waiting, it got cultivated? Guys, what am I doing? Well, I can't leave my cultivator here now if the field is already cultivated. Was it like that before? I don't remember. You guys have to tell me in the comments if I'm just losing my mind. That one was already cultivated. Like, I wanted it to look like this field over here. Which is not cultivated. You know what? We are going to leave it here in faith that we're going to get some other field that needs cultivated. We're going to leave this cultivator sitting here. And so when you guys are like 3 episodes from now and I'm ready to cultivate and I cannot find our cultivator, you guys can remind me I left it way out here sitting on the corner of some guy's lot that we don't own. We're going to jump out here, run down to the farm, grab that roller, and get busy. And this weight is giant for this little tractor. Oh, terrible driving skills too. I mean, it is just too much. So since we're over here, traffic goes so fast on this road. We're going to come over here. We're going to drop this weight off. If we were coming to the farm, why wouldn't I just bring the cultivator with me? I am losing my mind today, guys. I'm doing everything not in the recommended order or in the recommended way. Here's that field 17 of soybeans I think we're going to buy. I don't know. I don't even know what we're doing. You guys got to tell me what we're doing. But that's the field of soybeans I would like to buy. Our sorghum field that we did buy is over here on the right. This is that cornfield that you guys are going to make me buy and buy a corn header for. I don't know if you're going to make me buy it, but it does make sense if we've got 15 and 18, that 16 and 17 would be on that list. So I am taking the longest way around ever, but Fred's doing his job down there, cultivating that field for us. Cultivating is not the right word. Planting that field for us. So let's go ahead and leave our weight out here. This is too much weight for this tractor. I mean, that is a nice looking weight, but it is too heavy. So let's run down to the shop. We'll get a smaller weight for this tractor and pick up our roller, and then we'll get back here and start rolling where we have already been seeding, so we can get those 2 jobs hopefully done today, and then we can take a look at what we want to do next. Hopefully by the time, I mean, I think those 2 jobs will take us the rest of episode 2, I would imagine. So by episode 3, hopefully I'll have some responses in the comments below about what fields we need to do, and that will kind of give us our next job. So whether or not we're cultivating one of these fields over here, whether or not we're planting something else, whether or not we're preparing to harvest corn with the header we don't own yet, or if we're harvesting the soybeans, or if you guys are really mean and making me do sugar beets. Making is a strong word, but suggesting that I do sugar beets, which would be a terrible, terrible idea, so please don't make me do that. But we'll see what you guys want to see, because I guess I haven't done sugar beets on any of my series yet. I was going to maybe do it in Erlengrad at some point in time, but then we didn't really get that far, so we'll see how that all turns out. Let's come back around and we will turn into the farm store here. And I'm starting to learn my way around the map. Hopefully you guys are proud of me there. It was a little confusing that first episode as I got lost a couple of times. So let's see, in our garage, under weights, we currently have a 2,500 pound weight, which is huge. We don't need a weight that big for this tractor. We want something smaller, but just to balance out that roller. So I like this Agco 650. We could do a 750. It'd probably be fine. That's the same brand as our other weight, so that might be nice. 900 is probably too much for this little tractor. So let's let's do this. I've never really used these 10 Winkle. Is that what that says? This brand of weight. So we'll go ahead and just buy one of those. That's about perfect for this little tractor. So come up here, put that on the front. Perfect. Yeah, that looks nice on this tractor, on this case. And I think this is the side we hook up on. Nope, not with those signs there. Those signs are obviously for the back. So we will pull around and get lined up here. Nope, and get more lined up here to put this roller on the back. So good stuff is happening here. Let's see, can we fold this? Yeah, I don't want to be driving down the street with a 6-meter roller like that. So we will, ooh, that looks really nice on the back of this case. I am happy with that purchase. Let's go see. I think, so number one, rolling will give us a 5% yield bonus on our field, which is one of the reasons we're doing it. Number two, the field, if you look at it, and I'll show you when we get there, says needs, hello guy, says needs rolling. So the game is telling us that our fields need rolled. Number two, and number three, I can see stones on the field before and after we planted from the cultivation. So we're actually going to, I believe, push some of those stones back down into the soil using this roller. So that is the third part of this whole ordeal, is trying to get and there is our worker over there, backing through the hedges onto this guy's sugar beet field. So hopefully my neighbor doesn't get mad at me because we destroyed the bushes. I didn't, my worker did, but of course he's using my equipment on my field, so I'm sure in real life my neighbor would be like, hey dude, what's going on with you with your tractor destroying all my shrubbery? So anyway, I digress. We're hopefully going to see this roller improve the yield, do what, man, what is this? That's one of those. That is a cow. What are you? And a sheep. I'm not out here trying to collect those, but like they literally were obstacles I was hitting with my tractor, so that's never a good thing. I don't know how we missed them last time we came in and out this road. Man, in these fields, I like how kind of back in the woods they are, but it is hard to get to. I wish there was just a cut through on the south end of our field 15 here, so we didn't have to work so hard just to get back into our farm. But anyway, regardless, and then to get to the access, we can't even get here. We have to drive through the yard, over here, to the open gate, and work our way around. So, but yeah, look at all these stones that are showing up. I'm hoping that when we get down there and start rolling, it will also get rid of some of these stones and push them back into the ground for us. So here is our so there's some stones. It says needs rolling, also needs weeding, and hopefully some of these stones will disappear. So let's see how this roller works. Should be pretty straightforward, but we'll come over here and unfold it like so. And check our map. So number one, worker's doing a great job here, but we're going to get to this, and is need rolling on here? No, that's the types. Growth stage. Yeah, it needs rolling. So yeah, all the stuff that's planted needs rolling, so we should slowly take away that blue as we work our way across. So go ahead and lower this and start bringing this across. And if we go back and look, now it says just weeds growing, and the rocks that were here seem to have been pushed down. So like those rocks right in front of us, and as we drive over them, now those rocks are gone. And so if we check our map, yep, and we're taking off that needs rolling texture. So let's zoom back in, and we are going to basically chase Fred across this field with the roller. So this is good. I haven't really rolled my crops in the other series that I've done for various reasons. On Erlengrot, we were more focused on some of the grass care. And we were almost always planting late into the night where we didn't have an opportunity. Calmsden, those fields were just way too big to roll. I mean, you could have done it. You could have gotten one of those 24-meter giant rollers and done it, and that would have obviously helped. But we never did, for better or for worse. So let's lift this up, and then we will turn around here. And let's get squared away. Is there still a row? Yeah, he still needs to plant one row up there, so I don't want to run up that side just yet. So we're going to overlap quite a bit here on this one, just because of the angle. I know we're going to lose some of that when we come back across. So we're going to find our 90 degrees and lower our roller here, and we're going to try to set a perfect 90 straight line. Yeah, look at it pushing those rocks down. That's amazing. Okay, so not only we're achieving all three, we're doing what the game tells us and rolling so that field status comes off, and we are pushing those rocks down, and that's going to help protect our equipment in the future. And then we're also going to get a yield bonus from this too. And so we did start with quite a bit of overlap, but that's because of the angle of the field. Now we're almost going to not cover. It looks like it's just about covering. Probably going to leave one tiny little blue line, which won't really affect our yield at all. So we're not going to go back and try to fix it. We could certainly roll it again. It wouldn't hurt to do it, but I don't think it's necessary. It shouldn't affect our yield too terribly much. So yeah, we're gonna, like, you can see those little blue lines right here where we had just a little bit of overlap, but we're gonna go ahead and get this going here. Yep, and that looks, you can even tell on the field Look at that texture difference too. So yeah, that looks really nice. And so we're doing a good job taking care of our freshly planted canola here and making it happy and keeping the field state right where we want it. So overall, happy with this roller. It's working well. It's twice as wide as our seeder, so we're making good progress there too. I can't tell, what is he doing? Is he still planting? So it looks like he's planting over there, and we're just going to come across here and make sure that we get the rest of this pushed into the soil. And then once our worker is done over there with planting that row, we will go ahead and switch. We'll put a worker on rolling the field down here, and we will go back to planting to do that dog leg that we have left of field 15. And it looks like there's now a little bit of rain in the forecast for this afternoon, so we want to make sure we get the rest of this field planted before that rain starts. So we will just stop this here, lift that up. Let's just look at the weather real quick and see what we've got rolling in. Yep, it's supposed to start at 6 o'clock, which hopefully we will be done. It's only 2:30 right now. Hopefully we'll be about done with the field by 6 o'clock. Probably not with the rolling, but with the planting for sure. And that will get us most of the way that we want. So let's go ahead and set this one on a worker. And I know I'm breaking my rule already because now we have 2 workers going. So let's get to this tractor. Nope, he stopped. So we got our worker to come over here, finish that side. So the rolling is going well. We're going to switch back over here to planting. So are we getting growing? And now the cultivated state is on and the rolling is not showing. Yeah, so we're going to get to here. So let's take this up here, figure out where we stopped. Looks like right there. So we'll go ahead and start with the edge. And so we sort of just trade off. So rolling is going well. Now it's going to go a lot faster than this part is, but that's okay. So we're going to lower this, turn that on, and get this sort of outline here. And we'll do the same sort of thing that we did before, is try to square that off so that we can have a worker either finish this off for us while we roll, or that it's just easier to see what you're kind of going. So let me just get zoomed out a little bit here, and we're going to try to turn just slightly with the edge of the field. Normally you don't want to turn with equipment like this because your rows are going to get messed up, and it also can damage the equipment. As my understanding, the tines that you have on the back of your planter here can get bent or misshapen or messed up or whatever if you're doing that too much. So, but we did get some good coverage there. So let's come back here and square this off. So we will get squared up here and planting on a 180-degree angle like so. So we'll get that lowered and start pulling that across the field as well. Yeah, and we'll let that line go straight. And that might actually be where we cut it off this episode. I know it's a little early, but we've got the roller going, we've got the planter going, we're making good progress, and then we can kind of finish this up here in probably episode 3. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this, lift that up, we will get turned around. But you guys get the idea of what we're doing here and the progress we're making. So appreciate that. I appreciate you guys watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more great content like this. And please let me know what we want to do in those other fields if you haven't yet. There is still time. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye.